Okay, guys, was clear in this picture that the path of the oil is critical, no? The oil is suctioned in the bottom from the oil pan, lubricate the bearings of the crankshaft. You remember how many type of bearings you have in the crankshaft? Two.
Main bearing and
plain bearings, all of them, radial and axial. You remember?
Yeah.
Okay, and you have bearings on the main journals and on the cramping. No? And you and both of them are pressurized with the oil at high pressure coming from the oil pump, and that's the pressure that you read in the oil pressure gauge. That's the oil. That's the pressure that you read over there. My oil pressure gauge indicate low oil pressure. Normally, the oil pressure should be around 60 psi, the maximum, in the majority of the engines, 60 psi. And the majority of the engines, if the oil pressure goes down below 25 psi, should down the engine, because in the bracket where the oil filter is located, there are two holes. One hole for the oil pressure sensor. The sensor is communicated with the computer and the gauge. And other one for the oil pressure switch to interrupt the current in the fuel injection pump and stop the engine. You understand? If the oil pressure goes below 25 psi, that oil pressure switch open and no fuel and the engine stop. Okay. The oil pressure that you read in the oil pressure gauge is that pressure. After that, the oil continue a little up and find the camshaft. The camshaft have also plain bearings. And the oil continue a little high and reach the rocker arms, lubricate the rocker arms and go down for gravity. In between the camshaft and the crankshaft, when the oil reach the camshaft, enter in the hydraulic lifters and pass through the push rods and goes up. You remember?
Right.
The hydraulic lifter, the oil enter at high pressure in one side, and the oil expand the lifter, and through the lifter, the lifter is hollow, the oil goes up and lubricate the rocker arms and goes down. What is the symptom in your engine when the lifter not expand properly? If your engine have hydraulic lifter, there are engines with solid lifters. No, if the engine have a hydraulic lifters, what is the symptom when the hydraulic lifter not expand completely?
Get off time.
Low compression.
It's misfiring. Because the valves don't close and properly. Don't close and open exactly the amount. And you hear, no? It's because the lifters, or one or two lifters, no open or stay compressed and never extend, or extended and never compressed. This is not good, no? If extended and never compressed, probably bended. This element is a fuse. If something is wrong, this element, my friends, is bended easily. This is easy bended and protect the mechanisms. This is a fuse, the push rod.
Mechanical fuse.
Excuse me?
Mechanical fuse?
See, it's a mechanical fuse, yeah. And normally when you have problems of timing, you remove the valve cover and you see those push rods bended. Oh, but the rest is protected. This element was bended and protect the rest. This is a fuse. Okay? All right. One symptom when the oil pressure decrease, probably you hear on the valves because those elements not extend properly. Oh, pay attention how is the symptom. It's very common in automotives. My car in idle, I hear in the valve cover, in both valve covers, if it's a V8 or V6. But when I accelerate, the sound disappears. What indicates that? You have low oil pressure Of course, if you accelerate a lot, the oil pump pressurizes a little more and eliminate the problem. But when the acceleration decreases, what happens with the pressure of the oil? Goes down, and those elements extend, and that's the sound. The hydraulic lifter. Other hydraulic component is the tensor of the timing chain, or the tensor of the timing belt. You remember the timing chain, and they have a hydraulic tensor similar to this one that extend with oil and keep the chain tense. And the symptom is exactly the same. Oh, when my car is in idle, I hear in front of the engine, but when I accelerate, disappear. This is typical of a Ford Explorer, the Ford. Let me show to you that situation. Come on, guys. Look at this engine with double. Look, double.
Overhead cam.
Over cam.
Oh shit, yeah.
Double cam in each head. Oh yeah. Look at this. This is the tensor. This is the chain. What is this?
Okay, that's
This is the hydraulic tensor, and it's working with oil pressure. You have one here and other one here. You see? Two tensors to keep the timing chain tight. This one of course work with the same principle of this. When the oil pressure increase, what happened with this? Extend and keep the timing chain tight. That's it. What happened if the oil pressure in my engine is low? What happened with this?
It's gonna
Extend a little. And what happened with the timing chain? And this is the sound here in front. What is the solution? Replace this one. It's too simple. This one, they have a hole here. You have a clip, paper clip. You compress that one, introduce the paper clip, and now it's easy, remove the chain. After that, you remove the paper clip, and this element extended again. Yeah, you see that hole?
Imagine timing that thing. All the cams have to be set up, everything has
That hole.
crazy.
But it's in layers, right? I mean, you would.
No,
I mean, because you would.
Let me tell you.
It's in layers.
Yeah,
It's in
but
3 steps.
It's in layers, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, but it takes 2 people.
Right.
Yeah.
The problem is the cams are spring loaded, so you gotta make. And you see the little yellow marks on the on the chains, and yeah, it's pretty crazy, bro.
This one, this.
But look, remember the gear reduction?
Yeah.
So you see
It's
this
here.
part here?
It's here.
This where the shaft goes in from the
And this
lower
is the
unit.
pump.
And this is
the
your
oil pump.
crankshaft right there. The crankshaft's offset.
Yeah. Crankshaft
Give it a
here.
profile.
This is the oil pump. Later we are going to disassemble one of these in the chapter of oil, and I show to you what.
That sits on the pan, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the picture. You gotta
Just
pull
like you
the
said,
Let's go.
pull
I
the
show
cam
to you
out, now
something,
you're gonna pull
guys.
the whole motor.
Pay attention. I need that you analyze this engine in particular. This is a steer motor. It's a what is the country where they fabricate the most famous clothes? Swiss.
Swiss. Yeah.
Swiss. It's a Swiss
Swiss motor.
motor. This block is exactly like the block in the airplanes.
Oh, okay.
It's the head is solid. And look at this particular engine. Look at the head, the camshaft on the head. And the camshaft, guys, follow me. They have 3 lobes, 1, 2, 3, and in each cylinder. Look at this. The lobes in the middle move this rocker arm, and this rocker arm compress.
Exhaust.
No, this is the injector. The injector is mechanical. The injector is compressed with this rocker arm, and the valves, intake and exhaust, are behind of
I see it.
here.
Oh,
Intake
okay.
and exhaust valves, and here is the injector. This is a mechanical injector.
Oh, that's the one that opens up like.
Yeah, exactly.
What's it called?
No, it's not pinto.
It's the other one.
Yeah, but it's mechanical.
Oh, so
Everybody follow me? In other words, look, those are the loads for intake and exhaust valve. You see the intake and exhaust valves in the bottom? You see the springs, guys?
Yeah.
Okay? And you see the injector here in the middle with the camshaft on the head. This engine have the ability to run 45 minutes without raw water.
Wow.
This is a nice engine. I like this engine.
Okay. Don't forget,
Expensive
the
shit.
oil,
Swiss.
the oil goes up, lubricate
Goes
this one,
up and then
and
goes
goes
down.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you buy this motor, you start yodeling. That's what it hurts.
All right, guys, I am going to start the engine, and you see the lubrication and how the lubrication is.
I suggest you guys to back up because this thing is short.
Yep.
No, I didn't shoot that far.
Nah. And why you fall to the right?
Put your face- Look, check the lubrication. You see? The oil goes up, lubricate the rocker arm, and goes down for gravity. Injector, intake valve, exhaust, intake, exhaust, and mechanical injector. Look at the calibration for the is here. Only one rocker arm for the injector. The valve doesn't have rocker arm because the lobes are in direct contact with the valve. Yeah, yeah.